Dexter, the CoolOut Network 20th anniversary party in the green room, upstairs with my tastemakers, it's family and friends. Right now, I wanted to say hello once again to Steve Matsumoto, who I haven't talked with in a while, but he's got some really cool new things happening regarding Seattle fashion. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Gene. Great to see you again, as always.
Good to see you. So I'm hearing some things. You've changed some things a little bit.
Yeah, we've had some evolution in our process to revitalize the fashion and apparel industry here in Seattle.
Nice.
Originally, as you know, we were going to do Emerald City Fashion Week, which was, just going to be another fashion event in Seattle. And the more we really looked at that, it's like we realized that wasn't going to solve the real problem, which is the fact that there's really a lack of infrastructure to support the emerging designers in Seattle, so they can't find the resources they need to really be successful.
Yes.
Luckily, Enterprise Seattle, which is the King County Economic Development Agency, did a baseline study that they released back in October.
Okay.
And one of the things that study did is it solidified everything that I had kind of known just word of mouth, and put it in numbers and put a government agency stamp on it saying, hey, this is a real industry. It's worth $8.3 billion in the state of Washington. We need to start paying attention to this because we're losing talent to Los Angeles and New York. So Emerald City Fashion Week has evolved, as most businesses do, into Seattle Fashion Incubator. So, and what the great thing is that without even knowing it, an incubator was one of the things that the Enterprise Seattle study said was needed to really revitalize the fashion and apparel industry in Seattle and Washington as a whole. A lot of people don't know, but Seattle actually has a really rich apparel history, even outside of Nordstrom. Everyone knows Nordstrom's; they're the big fish, but most people don't know that Colors of Benetton started in Seattle.
Wow!
So there's a rich apparel history here, and we just want to make sure that continues and that we stop losing talent like Logan Nitzel, who ended up, after Project Runway, moving to New York to have a career. So we want to keep those folks here in Seattle. We've got a great port. We've got great relationships with manufacturing in Asia. We have the talent base. We have the entrepreneurial drive. So we just need to build that infrastructure to really support these designers so they have the tools they need to become the next Michael Kors, Dolce & Gabbana, even Luli Yang. Luli Yang's a huge designer here locally. That may be the level that someone just wants to aspire to here in Seattle. But we're here to service them and meet their needs and help them find the resources they need to be successful.
Wow, wow. And if that doesn't blow your socks off, I'm going to let Steve talk about the idea or the visualization that you've done regarding a Seattle fashion district.
Well, thank you, Gene. One of my visions this whole time, even with Emerald City Fashion Week, was to see a dedicated garment district in Seattle. And due to some relationships that we built, it's like I've kind of focused on the Georgetown area because the manufacturers are already down in the Georgetown Soto area.
Exactly.
And there's some great redevelopment going on down there at the original Rainier Brewery, which is being redeveloped by the Saby Corporation.
Yes.
I've talked to Debbie Saby, and she's excited, so we're setting up some meetings to meet with their executive team and really talk about how we can turn Georgetown into a garment district for Seattle.
Wow. And I've seen the renderings. It's incredible. And I think that it's a very, very viable concept. And I really, really, hope that this can happen. I really do.
Well, thank you. With support with gentlemen like Eugene and the community at large has just been very receptive of it. The designers are hungry for it. I get asked all the time, when are you opening? When are you opening? It's like, well, we got city hurdles to jump through, state hurdles to jump through, funding to raise. And we're following a social venture model. So we've got a nonprofit foundation. So if anyone does want to donate, then just get a hold of us and they can donate to the nonprofit foundation. We're still waiting approval of our 501c3 from the IRS. But once we get that, any I cannot talk. I get my mind goes 100 miles an hour, and I'm just excited. It's like, so any donations made to the incubator will eventually be tax deductible once we receive approval on our 501c3 status.
It's fantastic, fantastic. Well, look out for that. It's incredible, incredible plan. Very ambitious and aggressive, and I just love it, man. It's incredible.
I'm a Marine. I don't know how to do anything this easy way.
There you go. There you go. Well, thanks so much, Steve, for coming. I know this is not normally your scene, with the urban music community. But I'm so happy that you're here, man.
Hey,
so nice that you came.
Things like this help broaden people's horizons, and I always tell everyone when they say, Seattle isn't known for fashion, it's like, you know what? Fashion is an individual's expression of who they are in an outward manner. So fashion is everything.
There you go.
Outstanding.
Well,
thank you again, Gene.
It's my pleasure, and thank you once again. Haven't seen this guy in a while. Last time I saw you, you were at the Dr. Dre
the
red
HP
carpet.
Envy laptop.
Yeah, that was. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So thank you for inviting me out.
Man, anytime.
Outstanding.
A lot of more interviews to come. But check this guy out, Steve Matsumoto. Thank you. Thank you.